The sixth angel raised his trumpet, and heaven did not hesitate. A voice, sharp, authoritative, final, rang out from the four horns of the golden altar that stands before God himself. Not a suggestion, not a warning, a command. Release the four angels. They had been waiting, bound, chained at the great river Euphrates, held back by divine restraint, suspended at the edge of permission for this exact moment, this exact hour, this exact day, this exact year. They were not imprisoned because they were weak. They were imprisoned because they were too dangerous to be free. Until now. The chains fell, and four angels of destruction, ancient, furious, and perfectly prepared, were unleashed upon the earth. They did not need time to plan. They had been planning since the moment they were bound. Every detail calculated, every target known. A third of mankind. Not all, not yet, but a third. Hundreds of millions of souls, marked for death in a single appointed season. And they came with an army. 200 million strong. John heard the number and wrote it down as a man who could not believe what he was counting. 200,000. An army so vast it could circle the earth and still have soldiers left standing. And then John saw the riders. Their breastplates blazed, red like fire, blue like dark smoke, yellow like burning sulfur. The horses beneath them were not natural animals. Their heads were the heads of lions, and from their mouths fire, smoke, and sulfur poured out in a relentless, consuming torrent. These were not weapons carried by soldiers. The horses themselves were the weapons. Fire from the mouth, smoke choking out the sky, sulfur burning everything it touched. And if that were not enough, their tails, long, serpentine, alive, with heads like snakes, striking and wounding everyone within reach. Death came from the front, death came from behind. There was no safe direction. There was no outrunning it. A third of humanity gone. Cities reduced to ash. Armies dissolved before they could form. The earth scarred by fire and sulfur as far as the eye could see. The sky thick with smoke from 200 million advancing, unstoppable, lion-headed destroyers. And the survivors watched it all. They buried their dead. They counted the bodies. They stood in the ruins of a world that would never be the same. And then they did something that defies all logic, something that reveals the deepest, most terrifying truth about the human heart under judgment. They did not repent. They still worshipped the work of their own hands, idols of gold and silver, bronze and stone, wood and data. Gods they had built, gods that could not see, could not hear, could not save a single soul from the fire that had just consumed a third of the world. They did not turn from their murders. They did not release their sorceries. They did not loosen their grip on what they had stolen. Heaven had sent 200 million destroyers. Heaven had taken a third of the earth's population in a single judgment. And man looked at the smoking ruins around him and shrugged. This was the sixth trumpet. Not the end. Not yet. But a question burning louder than the sulfur itself. How much will it take?